Hey, what's going on everyone? This is Mike Kollin at MikeKollin.com. You are the lions and tigers and bears, oh my. You were always the lion, you were always the tiger, and you were always there, oh my. It's time to roar. Stand up, stand in the door. Death from above. See, a lot of you guys call yourselves empaths, light workers, energy healers, whatever you call yourselves, whatever you are. Some of you call yourself angels or earth angels. Well, did you know that angels are the deadliest beings ever created? This is 82nd Airborne. I was in the 101st Airborne. This is very, very close to getting a good idea of what it's like to jump out of a plane like that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is death from above. Who do you think you are? Remember. Okay, so I'm going to turn the music down even more. I've turned it down twice already. I want to bring it a lot lower. This video actually has a purpose, so I'm going to get to it right now. Let's wait till he lands so you can see what it's like. The landings are very rough. The chutes are designed to get you down as fast as possible so you're not hanging up in the air. So a lot of times, not a lot, but enough times, guys will get knocked out. Okay, so I was reading an NLP book again. I'm almost at the very last chapter. It's Frogs into Princes by Dr. Bandler and Dr. Grinder. So this is neuro-linguistic programming. They usually blend in Ericksonian hypnosis. So I'm a certified NLP trainer. I trained in NLP for over 12 years. I gained over 51 certifications. Now in this chapter in Frogs into Princes, it's talking about parts. Now parts are different, call them like sub-beings inside you, like little parts. A part of you, wants this, part of you thinks that. So generally what we do is we integrate parts, but sometimes a part... Okay, let me just go from what this chapter is talking about. So part of you will have certain jobs, okay? Now, one thing we have to do is we have to separate the intention from the actual behavior. So he starts out at the beginning of the chapter of this married woman. She is she's overweight and she can lose weight. So she's actually gone about quite a bit, and she can lose 25 pounds no problem. But the problem is it always keeps coming back. So she went to Dr. Bandler and he found out there's a part of her that believes, now this is the intention. The intention is, well, if I lose weight, then I'll be attractive. And if I'm attractive, then men are going to start approaching me and propositioning me. And she doesn't believe that she has the power to necessarily do the right thing. So this part of her has a very positive intention. Gain weight, therefore I don't have to worry about men propositioning me because I won't be attractive. So the intention is it's a really good thing. And this is the thing, most parts have your best interest in mind. The challenge is the strategy, the behavior usually isn't a very good strategy. In her case, it's making her gain weight. So here's the deal. All of us have different parts. Now, I've done a lot of what's called parts healing and parts integration, which allows parts to combine to become one, and then they come back into the whole of you. So now you become whole and complete. So that's the ultimate goal. Now, in this case, what we want to do is we want to give the part better behavior or a better strategy. See, a lot of times the intention is positive, but the part has an unconscious strategy that you're not even consciously aware of, and it's the worst possible thing you could do usually. Not always, because you can also have parts that make you a lot of money. They just unconsciously have a really good strategy to get you what you want. In that case, your conscious awareness is very happy, therefore it's a congruent match. Now, I'm bringing this back around, or bringing this up originally, because I had a conversation with a client yesterday. He called me up and he realized he's been married for 30, I think he said 30 years or 32 years. He's been married a long time, and he's finally learning about what narcissist abuse is, and he's realizing I'm married to a narcissist, an extreme narcissist. Now, he said something that, here's the deal. I'm on the other side now. He said something that brought me back 5 or 6 years, and I was like, wow. He said, I realize this is abuse now. I've been learning about narcissist abuse, etc., etc. He goes, I can't believe I put up with it. Here's what he said. He said, I just thought this was the way a marriage was supposed to be. This is how screwed up narcissists have made societies around the earth. We have come to a place where we believe that abusive behavior is normal, and this is just the way it is. This is just the way marriage is. Now, a lot of you guys, I don't think you want to have a breakthrough. I think you want to break free. Now, a lot of you in the beginning, you get scared, and then you go through this fear stage, and then you go through this anger stage, and then you get into the empowerment stage. I'm at the stage where I'm having fun with it. I am literally messing with narcissists. I am literally playing mind games with them the way they did to me. Now, I don't walk around messing with people. No. It's once they start messing with me again and again, and I'll say, hey man, you really don't want to do that to me. No, I'm not setting them up. I'm not pre-planning stuff. I'm literally just calling them on their bullshit. I'm literally saying, I see what you're doing. You're gaslighting me. And then I'll come up to them another day if they're messing with, like, oh, so you're a narcissist, huh? That's what I mean. I don't mean like I'm actually... See, playing games is probably not the right word. I'm confronting them, knowing it's going to terrify them. See, you guys aren't at that place yet. You don't realize this is a social game. I mean, I'll say right to them, so you got some demons going on. Who are you talking to? If you watch these narcissists, they'll have conversations with themselves. And when they realize you're onto them, they're like, oh shit, and they just act like they didn't do it, act like it never happened. And I'll say, hey man, who are you having a conversation with? You got a buddy inside? A little demon? I've literally been saying this to people. Okay, so now, what does parts have to do with this? The only difference between you and me is I used to be like you. I used to think, well, you're supposed to be nice. Angels are nice. No, they're not. They're badasses. Have you ever noticed they always have a sword on them? What do you think they do with that? Yeah. You were lied to in church. You were lied to and said, oh, angels are nice. Oh, I want to be like an angel. I want to be like Jesus. Jesus comes back as a roaring lion to devour. It's in the Bible. You believe that when someone abuses you, when someone publicly humiliates you and shames you and embarrasses you and hurts you on purpose, someone who's purposely trying to destroy your self-esteem to such an extent that you can't function in life. And they laugh at it. They think it's funny. And you believe this is the lie that you were taught. If you reread the Bible, read it closely for what God constantly says. You were taught by the people in the church, by narcissists, well, you got to forgive them. You got to look the other way. You got to act like it never happened. You got to forget it. Yeah, after you put them in their place. Stop being nice to people who are not being nice to you. Period. End of sentence. So now we're talking about parts. What do you mean? Well, your parts, the intention means well for you. It really does. It really cares about you. And it's doing what it believes is best for you. It's not always right. Usually parts are very wrong. Sometimes the intention is right, but the behavior, meaning the way it goes about getting you the results of the intention, usually are the complete opposite, or they get the wrong result. So what happens to a lot of people is they hide because, well, they don't have any defensive skills. They don't know how to see the red flags. See, the reason why you guys are watching a lot of videos, or you used to watch videos on YouTube about narcissist abuse and looking for the red flags and what do they do, what is the process? Well, the first one is love bombing. Then the next phase is devaluing you. Then they ghost you, then they hoover you, and there's steps in between and inside each of those steps, so you can notice it when it's happening again. You're like, oh shit, I think this is love bombing. So you start paying attention, right? Oh, there's the devaluing. Yep, there's some more devaluing. So it's one thing to spot it, but the question is, okay, so you've seen all this stuff, you've learned all this stuff. Is it helping you? Yes, to a degree, because then you can walk away. But here's the problem. You're not quite free yet. And because of that, you're scared. And you're still kind of in hiding. You go to work, it's like you're living in this death existence. If you're not functioning, you're not out there living your life, you're not out there going for it. So I'm going to talk to that part of you whose job is dealing with narcissists. You have to stop being nice to these people. Once you discover someone's a narcissist, game on. Game on. Full on. You need to develop in your strategy verbal skills of yelling at people, calling people on their shit, doing it publicly. If a cashier messes with you, you call them on their shit in public right in front of them. If you know people that know them, you tell them. You need to go on the offensive. Now here's why. The one thing that I noticed was it's something that just stood out to me. It was just glaring. I would watch this narcissist be super nice to these people, but then mess with these people over here. And I was like, and I walked up and I said, hey man, I noticed you're really mean to these people, but these people who you don't know, you're really nice to. Why is that? He goes, oh, well, I mean, those people are a piece of shit. They're, they're nothing. They're, they're homeless, or they're crippled, or see, this guy would bully these freaking crippled people, and I'm not kidding. These other people were like, yeah, I'm not going to put up with your bullshit. Now, there's one person that I know that he knows that he would never mess with, and that person is extremely nice to me. So that person isn't some big mean bully, but he does speak up for himself, and he does not give a shit where he's at. He does not care. Now, at this point in time, I've seen it so many times. I've even made YouTube videos stating this, but I'm making it really uber or ultra clear in this video. Stop being the silent one. Stop being so freaking nice. Stop being quiet. Yell, scream, yell out what they did to you. Yell out that they're a narcissist. Yell out that they're gaslighting you. Call them on their shit. Even if you aren't fast enough the first time, remember it. Think about it at home. Like, yeah, that was gaslighting. And then put it into words so next time you go there, you can throw it at them. And then they're like, oh shit, oh God, they're onto me. Once they realize you're onto them and you yell at them, they're like, oh, I can't push this person. Narcissists do not mess with aggressive people. They do not do that. They will not do it. They will not go after people who speak up for themselves verbally. They're just, oh shit. It cowers them. All right. Now, I've changed in the last 6 years. I used to be Mr. Nice Guy. I used to be Mr. Empath. I'm still an empath. I'm a warrior. I used to be super nice socially. Not anymore. Not if you're nice to me. I'm going to give you another real life example. I'm in 7-Eleven. I rarely go there just because it's, there's drug guys out there during certain times of the evening, and I don't want to get involved. But I've gone there enough to where I know this one guy that works at night. I usually go there late at night, like after midnight when no one's there. And I've always been nice to him. And I went in and there was no bags because I wanted to get a donut, right? And usually you have these little plastic bags. Like, hey man, where's the bag? Or is there something else we're going to use? And he's Indian. He mumbled something as he was walking towards the back. He was already about 10, 15 feet away, facing away. And I'm like, okay, he must be going to get the bags. He comes back and he's just staring at me. I'm like, well, did you get the bags? And he mumbles something at me. I'm like, what? And he goes, oh my God, like with his accent. And I turned around and go, what the fuck did you say? Fuck. And I'm just like, fuck you, motherfucker. You got a fucking heavy fucking. And I'm just screaming at this guy. And he's going, oh shit. Because no one else is in there to save his ass. He's looking at me like, oh shit. And he's, oh, sorry. I go, you know what? I go, and here's what I said. And this is when it really shut him up. I go, you took my kindness for weakness. Let me tell you something. I'm kind to you because I'm fucking strong. I go, you mess with me, worst thing you're ever going to do. And he's just going, I'm sorry, sir. Ever since I've gone in there, he is so nice to me. That's the way narcissists are. Just yell. You don't have to be a big person. I remember my entire life, I was always blown away why these women that were 5 foot tall. I had a teacher in 5th grade who was a science teacher. She was 4'11", this tiny petite little lady, and she had absolute command of the room. That was the one room everybody, every student, every kid was terrified of even asking a question. She was a nice lady. She was really beautiful too. She was fairly young, attractive lady. I really liked her. I thought, man, I want to marry her. I mean, she was really cute. But damn, you did not mess with this lady. Here's the thing, she was small. My whole life I couldn't understand, why do women have so much power? I just couldn't understand this. It was because they verbally spoke up and they learned how to be determined. They learned how to be, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't have the word, but a close word is assertive. They learned just to be assertive, to speak up, to be bold. This has to become part of your strategy. Hire a coach to help you, or just do it on your own. Do it in the mirror, do it in the shower. Just practice speaking up for yourself and do it loudly. Here's another thing. Literally, cut people off. This has become one of my most powerful tools. Just turning on people and walking away. Alright, so what I used to do is they would do something viciously mean, and then they'd come back, oh, I'm sorry. They'd play games, and I'd get pissed off. They'd come back a week or a month, oh, I'm sorry. And I used to always, oh, well, okay, just don't do it again, man. I don't do that anymore, and it blows people away. And you just like, if they come up to you and go, hey, man, how's it going? You just stare at them. You just stare at them. This dead stare. Once someone does you wrong, don't have anything to do with them. Delete their phone number. Better yet, don't delete it. Block it. Become the coldest son of a bitch you've ever met on the planet. Period. End of sentence. Now, I'm not saying walk around like a cold SOB. I'm saying that learn how to have this behavior when you need it. This is part of your arsenal of tools, of weapons. A few years back, I just got to the point where these people were just constantly playing this game where they would act like they're my friends and then do something. Act like they're my friends, and they kept doing it. And I was like, I'm done. I'm fucking done. And I turned on them. And I walk by them all the time, and I won't even look at them. I don't even acknowledge them. I don't give a shit. Once someone messes with me, game on. And here's the deal. You don't want my game at all. And I am not kidding. People are always shocked. They are always like, holy shit, whoa. See, here's the thing about narcissists. They see everything as black or white. Either or mentality. It's either they're good or they're bad. They think you're 100% good or you're 100% bad. That's their mentality. So if you're nice to a narcissist, they're like, oh, this is a weak person. Oh, they're nice. And they think you're only nice. Show them your teeth. Let them fucking know. Stop being nice to people who are being mean to you. Period. End of sentence. That has got to be your number rule of law for your life. The one thing you have to learn is once a narcissist sees you as a nice person, they are going to go on the attack, and they're going to have a lot of fun doing it. You have to nip it in the bud. If you were to nip it in the bud, they'd be like, oh shit, because they're going to test you. A little disrespect, maybe a little bit more, than the next time they're going to push it just a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Once you realize someone's disrespected you, be rude to them. Be cold. And then if they're rude again, unleash the beast. Be the roaring lion that you're supposed to be. If you truly have awakened, that is the second coming. So as I'm reading this book on parts, you are going to have to develop better behaviors. You're going to have to begin to practice these things and actually do these things. And you are going to be blown away at how all of a sudden people are like, oh shit, he's not playing. Like, oh no, I am not fucking playing. You know, when people from the past think I'm 15 years old still, or 18 or 20 years old, and that Mr. Nice Guy, I give them this look, and I don't even do it on conscious. I just have this dead stare. I look right at them like, come on into the cage, buddy. Come on in, come on in. See, this isn't my trap, this is your trap, and you're the one who set it up. The minute they step in, I close that damn door, and I rip them to shreds. People who have done me wrong in the past, or people who have done me wrong recently, I have zero respect. Once they do that, I have zero respect for them. Never will I be nice to those people again. They're going to get nothing but my back being turned and walking away, or a cold fucking shoulder. You want to see narcissists fold, they're going to be like, oh damn, because there's nothing they can do. See, the game means they have to love bomb me, because the number one thing they have to do is get you to open your heart. It's like the doors, the iron doors, they want you to open them up so they can stab you in the heart. See, that's part of the hot and cold game. They'll compliment you, and then they'll cut you down. See, the reason why they compliment you is they want you to smile, and you open your heart like, oh wow, that's a nice part. Boom, and then now that your guard is down, they put a knife in your heart, and it really hurts when they do that. That's why they love bomb you. That's the whole point. So once someone does you wrong, especially if they suckered you in and set you up, don't ever open up to them. Be cold, be angry, be pissed, and look them right in the fucking eye. They're going to be like, son of a bitch. All they're going to get from you from this point on is a cold shoulder, turning your back on them, telling people they're an asshole, telling people what they did to you, and telling it to their face, and yelling at them in public. One thing you got to understand, narcissists have a lot of shame, a lot of humiliation, and a lot of shame. They are terrified of being publicly shamed, way more than you are. I'm telling you, you think you have it bad? I'm telling you, they're way worse. And when you discover that, boom, your shame goes away. Another tool, don't ever explain yourself to these people, even if they ask. You know what my famous words are? F off. They get zero respect, zero compassion, and zero understanding. Period. They get the shield, they get the sword, they get the full armor of God. Put on the full armor of God, Ephesians 6:11, 18. Wait a minute, Mike. I mean, I didn't know God said to protect yourself and to put up your armor and to put up your shield and defend yourself. We're supposed to be nice and forgiving and let people walk all over us. God never said that. God never, ever, ever, ever said that. You were lied to. You were manipulated and you were tricked. Again, the word meek does not mean weak. It literally means the silent and the strong, the powerful. How many times does God say to be strong? He also says you are not supposed to interact with the seed of Cain. You are not supposed to interact with the devil or the demons or his children. Now we know who they are. They're called narcissists. You're supposed to forgive loving people who are 99% kind, loving, compassion, caring, and understanding of you. You are not supposed to forgive and forget people who damage you and attack you. You're supposed to protect yourself. if you've got a good friend who's been there for you, they've been kind, they've been helpful, they've just been a good person for you for a long time, and they made one mistake, maybe something happened, maybe they got fired, maybe, I don't know, maybe they got a speeding ticket, maybe someone in their family died, and they lashed out at you, they did something. Well, those are the people you can forgive. But the person who is purposely sucking you in with love bombing, sucking you in with that hot and cold technique of give them a compliment, they open up, and then cut them down. That is an actual technique they use. I don't care if you just known someone for one day or a week or a couple times and they use that hot and cold thing on you. Be done with them. Be like, I gotta go. Just get up and walk away. I don't care if you're at a coffee shop sitting down with them. I don't care if you're at dinner. Get up and walk away. Don't even explain yourself. If someone literally does the love bombing thing to suck you in and then they cut you down, walk away. Some people I look at with absolute disgust. I am not their friend. Now, I used to believe, well, yeah, but I don't want to be this angry, mean person walking around like this all the time. I don't walk around like this at all. It's freed me. It's like I've finally broken free from being beaten down all the time, from being shamed and humiliated and all the bullshit. It's finally freed me. I've broken free and now I'm happy. You know what's funny? I've done this in a couple stores to people who've been rude to me, and the people there look at me like, oh yeah, you can't do that to this guy. Oh shit. And all of a sudden everyone's nice to me. Here's the deal. This is how you gain your freedom. This is emotional freedom. The other one is just get away from anyone and everyone who's like this to you. Be done. Here's the most amazing thing. You finally become free and you're happy just to be yourself. And it's like you don't walk around angry. It's more like you walk around happy, easygoing, life is good. And someone does something and you look at them and boom, it's instant. You turn on them. They see your face like, holy shit. You yell at them and you go back to being happy. You might have to go through a stage where you're kind of on edge, you got your shield up all the time, but there's going to come a point in time where you can just walk around, life is good, and boom, you bite someone's head off because they earned it. I'm not just saying go around being a narcissist asshole, but if they earn it, bite it off right away, set the tone, and then you can go along being happy because they won't test you anymore because they're like, oh, this person's not messing around. And if they do test you, bite it off 10 times more. All I'm saying is this. Once you get good at doing this, it's like, see, I used to do this, yell at someone, and then I'd feel guilty and I'd feel bad. And when they came back around, it's like, oh, I'd even apologize, even though they deserved to get their head ripped off. And I would used to feel bad. Oh, I'm the nice guy. I'm not supposed to be an angel. All the bullshit. No. If people earn it, give it to them. They paid for it. Clearly, they wanted it. It's time to start kicking ass and having some fun. That's it for this video, guys. If you need help working with your parts or working with developing better behaviors that support you, that get you want out of life, you can transform. I'm an NLP trainer, master Ericksonian hypnosis, timeline therapist, etc., etc. All right, that's it for this video, guys. If you want, go ahead and click subscribe, click the like button, go ahead and make a comment, and as always, you can go ahead and make a donation. There's a PayPal link right there in the description box. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.